It's still fly, Eagles fly to the day that I die. That's what everyone was waiting on. That's what everyone was wishing would eventually happen to the Philadelphia Eagles, right? They wanted to see them take one on the chin, and that's exactly what happened. Hats off to the San Francisco 49ers. Y'all know that I've been extra excited about this particular game because I was more excited about the 49ers matchup than the Kansas City Chiefs matchup even last year. Now, I don't know if it's because with the Chiefs, it's got my man Big Red over there, my all-time favorite coach. But it's just something about the San Francisco 49ers to me that I think makes for a really great matchup. Now, with that being said, that's not what I wanted to see happen. On one hand, it is exactly what I wanted to see happen because you can learn from your mistakes, even more so than you can learn from continuously winning. Now, eventually you take one on the chin like that, some shit has to change. Now, we're going to have to call out people just like we would call them out in a victory in a positive way. Cats like Nicholas Morrow. People tried to sell me on Nicholas Morrow because he had one good game. One good game where he blitzed and had a few sacks and all that. Played the same team again. None of that shit happened for him like that. If you couldn't see the warts in this kid's game, in this particular game, I don't know what to tell you. You're talking about unable to properly fit gaps, missing tackles, completely blown, right? Ankles, everything you could have done. Crispy, sauteed, right? Seared. Trying to be in man coverage. My man Sean Desai. Sean Desai, I've defended this cat, no doubt about that. I thought coming into this particular game right here, he would see what we saw, right? I did that game preview. I wanted to focus on the defensive side of the ball and making sure the middle of the field was a no-fly zone, right? The San Francisco 49ers can destroy you in the middle of the field. I'm not so sure they can compete outside the numbers. If you have to make them live outside the numbers, can they really compete? You have to take away what a fighter does best. If you're going into a fight and you know a fighter has a good right hand, what are you going to do? You're going to try to take that away by your movement. You're going to try to move towards his power hand, right? You're going to move away from his power hand. You don't want to do that. You want to move away from his power hand, make him have to work harder to land that. You want to keep the jab going and all that. Philly didn't do nothing like that. What was that? Look at this right here. I talked about George Kittle and man coverage and all that, right? You can see right here on this particular shift, right? He's going to go in motion. Now, he's obviously bluffing like this could be some type of cross formation block or something like that. To me, it doesn't matter. You can see the zone right here, right? Did you see anyone following him in man? Where's Bayard? They had Bayard in man coverage against these last couple of teams on the tight end right here. Why wouldn't you continue this? Why is he posted up right here, the deep post safety? You have zone underneath. Look at the off coverage right here, right? Vertical zone right here to the outside. Nobody on George Kittle. This is the last guy you would let on a block and release be able to get out in that much space. That's poor game planning. I saw it. I'm pretty sure all of you guys saw it, or a decent amount of you guys saw it, right? People who understand the fabric of the sport. Did Sean Desai not see what exactly the San Francisco 49ers did to the Seattle Seahawks? They destroyed them just like that. Too much zone. That's the same defense. The Seattle Seahawks running the same defense we run here. Sean Desai, hands all over that defense last year for Seattle when they transformed it to a 3-4, and obviously is the defensive coordinator right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you can tell that they just were not prepared to defend the middle of the field. Now, you can say, is it a personnel issue? Yes, there's no Zach Cunningham there. That's a major component there. Zach Cunningham way better than Nicholas Morrow. Christian Ellis, you know what I mean? It's probably a reason why he's a special teamer. He's a pretty good athlete and all that, man. He had a couple of flashes in his game, but for the most part, he was lost. So where's the big dime at? I saw a little bit of it, right? But a lot of it wasn't meant to go in man coverage. It was still a lot of zone being played in this game. Let's get to something else right here. Here we go again. Where's Kevin Byard? Here's Reed Blankenship, but he's not matched up in man coverage on Kittle. The idea of matching up in man coverage is not necessarily to think that you're going to stop George Kittle. He's too damn good. The entire team is the bomb, right? No doubt about that, right? We're each other's equals. Now you're gonna have people coming in here and saying that's not true and Philadelphia is the worst team and all this and that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, come on. Like, what are we doing here? First and foremost, like, I can understand if they were doing this shit that they were supposed to do, but this type of shit is like layups. Watch this. Coming off the snap right here, it's an automatic zone. It's an automatic zone. Reed Blankenship took the flat. Bradbury right here, you can see what he's on, right? He's in the zone coverage, right? Which he should be and all that, right? But it was supposed to be, if you're going to have zone, it's going to be more of an umbrella thing to where on the outside, maybe you have some zone where you can stay on top of it, but on the inside, it should be man on skill. You have to treat George Kittle like it's man on skill. You treat Christian McCaffrey the same deal. Remember I did the thing with him coming out of the backfield on the angle route against the Seahawks there. They were unable to defend that shit too. Morrow, what is he doing here? He's not doing anything. Another absolute layup for them. Christian Ellis right here. I'm not sure what his goal was supposed to be on this right here, but he bit hard on the play action, I have to assume, because he crashes down hard, right? Doesn't get depth there. And look, wide open. That shouldn't happen to your elite defense with elite personnel, at least elite personnel up front. We know it's a patchwork personnel grouping on the back end, especially in the middle, right? In the middle, these are two guys you would have to hope like the world was about to end before you have your starting linebackers be Christian Ellis and Nicholas Morrow. But them's the breaks, my friend. You have to adjust, especially against a team like that. They're not going to give you a pity party or something like that, right? You got to run what you brung. More middle of the field action right here. Who's traveling with Deebo Samuel to the middle of the field? Right? This shit is frustrating to me. I can't even front, right? I'm about to leave here in a second, right? Because I'm actually kind of angry about this shit right here. This is lack of preparation or lack of proper preparation. You can't never say lack of preparation because these guys work hard, but what were they working on? Let's pass this off right here, knowing that this guy is the best run-after-catch receiver, not named A.J. Brown. He might even be slightly better than A.J. Brown with the run-after-the-catch game, right? But you be able to, this guy that runs shallow crosses, right, to run drag routes and catch the ball with nobody around him, right? Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? On the instances where they did do this, you can see right here where it's like they read inside out as their MO, right? If they're chaining through their progressions, they're going to chain from the inside out. Most people do it the other way, but they live in the middle of the field. Now look at this, man coverage right here. Kevin Byard at the very least with this over-under coverage right here. You got Byard over the top and man, Christian Ellis sinks right there. It made Brock Purdy have to go somewhere else with the ball, right? I believe he had to ended up just kind of chaining through his progressions and then going back outside where Kittle was there. That's what you wanted. You wanted to be able to take his eyes off the middle of the field, make him get through his progressions, and then push him off his spot and see if he's a good enough athlete to live and die by that type of game. Now on the telecast, Greg Olsen in his weird-ass voice kept talking about, or he said something about this being on BG, right? BG has contain on this, right? He's taking on a double at the point of attack, right? Or at least the front side portion of this. He has this roped in. So your man Christian McCaffrey here, he's going to have to take that organic crease. This is on this guy, Nicholas Morrow. Nicholas Morrow, I showed before when people were saying I was hating because I love Nakobe Dean in this. No, motherfucker, I love the Eagles. I want to see the best players out there being able to function in all facets. So think about that. This man, I showed him plenty of times in that one game, he can't get off blocks. Look at this. He's stuck on the block like an old head. Look at this. Old head can't get off the block there, and my man waltzes in. You stack and shed. If this block is coming, right, they comboing up to him. Who is this? Right? The center comes in, combos off this right here. Bang! Punch him right there. Hit him all up in his grill, right? Well, do what you got to do and shed the damn block and get in your gap. Man, that gap. That's his responsibility. They ain't got shit to do with BG. The fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Look at that. How many missed tackles? Right? Man, I'm talking about even cats like Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis missed a whole bunch of tackles in this game, right? I'm not going to harp on that, right? I know he's a fan favorite and shit like that. Your man's got to get his stamina up, right? Like, I saw him miss 2 tackles in a row and then he tapped out, right? Like, come get me and shit like that, right? Nicholas Morrow missed all kinds of tackles in this game. What is this right here? Why are you up high with Deebo Samuel like that? I'm sorry, bro. You're not that guy. You're not strong like Deebo Samuel. You can't be tackling him up high. You better get down. Look, what is this? What? Come on, man. He looks like he's just trying to give him a hug, man. He's like, man, how you doing, man? How you doing today, man? Let's bro hug this up right here, bro. He's not anywhere around his waist with his hands up under his buttocks, paws, or anything like that. My man is up high. Gets shrugged off and fertilized. Come on, man. But listen, beyond all that, though, it's one game, right? You're bound to lose a game, right? Yeah, dumbasses up in here talking, right? Yeah, well, some fan was up here talking about resting Jalen Hurts and shit like that. Nah, bro, we got to get that number 1 seed. You're off for the number 1 seed. You're not, you don't have it like that, right? You got to continue to play all the games and let the chips fall where they may, but it's just one game. Right, these other teams have multiple losses, right? They're allowed to lose a game. We're not allowed to lose a game. It's just a Philly thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? When people want you to lose, they're going to go the extra mile. Now, when they started that one stretch, right, it was after the Jets game. So you had the Miami game. People said that we were going to lose that game. Didn't lose it. Then I think it was Washington, right? I think it was a rematch with Washington when people say, well, shit, you had a tough time with Washington the first time. You got to go to Washington. They're going to beat you. Didn't happen. Beat them as well. Then after that, Kansas City. People are, you're not going to have a chance against Kansas City. Beat Kansas City, right? After that, Buffalo, right? People don't want to give credit for the Buffalo win, but that's a super talented team, as we saw right there. Pulled it out. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, it is what it is, man, right? Beat the Cowboys, right? The Cowgirls up in this mug. So, like, come on, man. People are going to do this, man. I'm not in the least bit down. I hate this loss. I wanted to beat this team the most out of any team out there, even over the Kansas City Chiefs, because they did the most talking all off season, right? But we'll see them again, right? And we're going to see them again in the same exact place, and they're going to have to go through the same exact shit again. They're going to have to go through the same exact motions at the link, right? Shit, right? You know what I mean? I was walking around last night right by the link. I was at Wells Fargo. I'm in the Big 5 tournament, you know what I'm saying, checking out St. Joe's and Temple and Villanova and LaSalle and Drexel and all them, right? And I don't know, man. I didn't really feel it in the air like that. Right? I mean, it didn't feel as palpable, right? I don't know if it was because it was a dreary day, a dreary night and all this shit like that. But usually when you're walking around the city before an Eagles game like that, man, it just feels like more energy there. And then you have people leaving. Right, this shit was a ghost town with like 6-7 minutes left in the game. Come on, man, that's some front running shit, man. You stayed to the end, right? Stay to the end, because if they was winning, you would have stayed to the end talking shit. So you got to take it how it come, all right? But man, we'll come back with some more on that there. But you know what I'm saying? Pretty much you can see right there, a complete fail with the defensive game plan. I'll get on the offense another time. Poor execution. My man Jalen Hurts holding on to the ball too long, putting his offensive line at a complete deficit. But shit, some of these guys came to play. Your man Thin Diesel, Devontae Smith is an absolute animal. Lane Johnson over there battling with Chase Young and Nick Bosa and handling business for the most part, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It was bound to happen. So we'll see we'll see how it goes, right? People gonna come talking shit. It's all good, right? I can take it on the chin just like I can dish it. But you're gonna have to see the Eagles again. So I don't want to hear shit from the fucking Cowgirls though. You know what I mean? Gonna dig in them buns. That ain't, you know what I'm saying, gonna be about nothing right there. So we shall see on that right there. I can't wait to face the Cowgirls again because they keep talking that shit. Gonna put them boys out the pasture right up in Dallas, right up in Jerry's world. You know what I'm saying? And we can go from there. But, man, as always, man, much love to everybody out there. Much love to everybody up in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. Much love to the entire state of Jersey. And, man, how we do it, man. Shout-outs to Elton, Maryland, and shout-outs to the entire Delaware as well. All right? We'll get them again, man. Let's get it, all right?
What more can I say?
Top Billin.